almost thrashing about, on sort of. His scales are more and more developing, and his mutations are starting to go a bit haywire, so to speak. It looks very painful. Like, this body should not change this way.
Alright.
That should not be there, basically. And yeah, lots of pain for him.
Yeah, you scream in your sleep and everybody else wakes up from this. Sounds like they're torturing a goat. And the goat speaks very broken German.
Of course.
Makes all the sense in the universe, absolutely.
Yes.
Keith would look over Jack and, really tired. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, but I'm sure the teachers will take care of it.
Wait, so it's not a dreamer, so I'm not dreaming about a goat. I was going for it.
I don't think that sounds like a goat all that much. I mean, it's not coming too far ahead, and when was the last time you saw a goat in the campus anyway?
Just last week, in fact.
I think she's one of the math teachers. She ate my homework.
Things that would not surprise me. Clue.
Okay. Yeah.
Does the screaming continue?
Yes, and Chaos, in your dream, you rip yourself loose from the bindings that hold you, so you're now free to move around in your wild fury. Mark me angry if you haven't already.
Oh, he's already angry.
Good,
Yes.
very good. Then
Angry, guilty, and insecure.
yeah, use all those emotions to your advantage.
And the only one that's not that messed up.
I would assume that at least one of the teachers would come and look what the fuck is going on.
I'm going to say for
see.
narrative's sake, it should be up to the students to deal with this.
I'm gonna have them take a look.
Fine, let's go. I mean, come on. I mean, would you like to see the other students in danger? I don't think so. And of course, Jack's one of those people that he would probably investigate.
Alright.
Not really either, but I'm just so tired. As he's walking out in his underwear.
Alright, as you walk out in your underwear, you see a monster in the hallway.
Can we assess the situation?
Absolutely.
Monster? Fire!
Oh no.
Stop, wait!
Alright, Jack is assessing the situation. Roll for it. First roll of the day. Alright, ask me one question from the list.
I may ask one additional question.
Okay, 2, sure. Ask it first.
I can always ask another question.
Due to her being prodigy.
Yes. How could we best end this quickly?
You have to wake Chaos from his weird stumbling slumber. He's clearly sleepwalking.
What here can I use to wake him up?
Chaos, you probably answer this one best because it's your character.
You have to beat him severely to knock him out.
The good old
Like
pinch him
proper
to wake him
out
up.
cold.
Actually, I have an idea. Let me just, I need to whisper this because this would be something that would be between Keith and her. Keith and him.
Fire is always a good solution to everything.
Well, Keith is not thinking. Keith is asleep, thinks he's seeing a monster, and he's using fire. Without thinking.
Yeah.
No, that's actually exactly what I'm thinking about, but...
No, that's what Keith is doing while you're assessing the situation. He is You.
He's acting. He's acting without talking to his teammates first. Taking a foolhardy action, perhaps.
Yes, he is.
Indeed. Okay.
Clear
Would
and
the school
secure.
have a sprinkler system? I mean, at the end of the day, fire in the
It would.
hallways.
Yes, it would. So, but
It has cave in it, so yes.
directly engage against Eos.
This is going to go so bad.
Lobo comes running around the corner, yelps, and runs back to Freya's room to wake her up. Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's not good.
What the hell?
I've never seen a 0.
Well, I rolled 3 and have -3 to it.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
But hey, at least you now get to clear the foolhardy action, so you get to clear
Keith,
something.
you burn him with fire. You take a powerful. You know what? Eos, how do you react? You know, because you're trading blows with Keith. That's what directly engaging is. Trading blows with someone.
You'd basically see over his left shoulder this big black wing just extended, just waves away the fire.
Alright, now here's the thing, because he missed, you take a powerful blow, Keith. He does not.
I do. Oh, god damn it. And
But
now
this
I'm
might be, you know, one of those, hey.
Oh dear.
oh dear.
Why couldn't it be the other way around?
Exactly my thoughts. And let me see. Well, I can't take the last one, because then I'm going to pass out.
Alright.
So, let's see.
Gonna have to choose one of the other options.
He wouldn't really be one to lash out. At least not against Jack. It would be otherwise if it was Freya. Or Hears. But he doesn't know it's here, so...
Besides,
he
these are
kinda-
like the best of best
I mean,
buddies.
he's gonna grab ground.
Alright, you need to get out of there. Mostly because the sprinkler system is going on and water is nullifying a fire effect anyway.
So... let's get out of here!
Jack actually stays his ground.
Yeah, of course, you haven't done anything yet, but you see Hayos running away.
Keith.
What do you mean, chaos?
Keith, yeah.
You'll never get our name straight ever.
No, I will not.
It's okay.
Well, that didn't go right. Jack, it also is, you can only get one additional question before a fight. So when you enter into a fight or before you enter into a fight.
Yeah, but I already asked my two.
Exactly. In this case it was correct, but I was just not
Yeah,
aware
I
of
know,
this.
I know.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Freya, you get woken up by Lobo yelling for your help. There's a monster in the hallway.
Freya will wake up and come out to the hallway.
You see Hayos running away past you.
Keith!
Clearly,
Yeah.
God damn, Keith. Clearly terrified.
And he only sleeps in boxers, so...
The sprinkler system is also on, and it smells strangely burned. You hear
She'll
a
kind of
roaring
rub
monster.
her nose. And she'll go look to see what this monster is all about.
You see Jack standing off against a humanoid dragon.
She will use her nose to smell if he's familiar.
It sounds like you're piercing the mask, actually, as well. Because you would smell that he's familiar, but how familiar will be seen once you roll that.
Okay. And no, okay, I didn't pick that one up. Boop, pierce the mask, pierce the mask. Boop.
Keep in mind.
Oh,
okay,
dear.
it smells familiar. Smells like Chaos, but it's clearly not Chaos. So maybe he's eaten Chaos. Also, keep in mind, if you do make a move against someone you have influence over, you take a +1. Not that it had mattered yet, but in the future.
Oh, right. Okay.
Also, you always mark potential if you fail a move, so you two are good. Heath and Freya.
Yes, I have marked it.
So, Freya, you see Jack standing off against this monster. Jack hasn't done anything yet. Seems like he's thinking about a way to do this right.
Freya is going to walk up and try and jab him in the throat to try and basically just knock him out.
Alright. Freya rushes past you, Jack. Is there anything you want to do to stop her or give her a better idea?
No, I think he would actually join her.
Okay, sure.
Full on assault and 2 fronts, it makes all the sense.
Very well. Freya, you jump on in there. Roll to directly engage the Keith-eating monster. Keith-scaring monster, sure.
Yes, eating monster.
Well.
Nice.
Nice.
Should I roll to attack as well, since I'm right after her?
Let's first see what happens, since she's a split second earlier. Choose 2 from the list of the directly engaged.
She will take his breath away by jabbing him in the throat.
Okay.
So,
no more fire
which will
breathing.
create an opportunity for Jack to kind of finish pinning him down and knocking him out.
Very good, very good. Now keep in mind, Frey, you did not avoid or resist his blow. So both of you roll me a powerful blow, both Freya and Chaos.
Oh dear.
And Chaos, do tell me how you act against Freya here. What does Chaos, the Chaos Dragon, do in his wild rage?
Since I have influence over hair, does that mean I roll a 10 then? Technically?
No, this is how much damage you take.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. So you get hit by a 9 and she gets hit by an 11.
Oof. I think lash out verbally, so to speak, but instead of it sounding, it's basically just this loud ass roar. Since he's not really awake.
Okay, but what do you want to do with that? What do you want to provoke her to do? You can do that, but what is
Scare
it?
her. Cause a condition. Cause her to be afraid.
Okay, yeah. Freya, mark me afraid before you resolve your conditions, because it wouldn't have changed anything on the roll.
Okay.
And you still have a 11 to deal with, so choose from the list.
So because I am not my body, and I used it to remove 2 of my 3 conditions, and I got a full hit anyway, I have to lose power of my control over my powers in a terrible way. So he scares her and thus convinces her that he is hostile. And so a jab to the throat turned into her basically trying to crush his throat.
Windpipe.
Now, Jack, are you sure that Freya is doing the right thing here? You could defend Chaos.
But Jack doesn't know it's chaos.
Yeah, and also remember, assess the situation. Pummeling him to the ground is really the only way to go.
Okay, yeah.
So of course he's gonna join in.
Okay, then you roll me to directly engage as well, since Freya's kind of, pinning him like a dog would. Maybe you can knock the air out of him. You can
Definitely.
choose one from the list, though.
So what do we have right now? What did she take?
Well, she took
I
his
gave
breath
him
away.
an opportunity, so would he get a +1 to that? Or was
Oh, yeah.
is that just narrative?
Actually, it would be. You could say it gives a
Ah.
+1 forward to the next ally here.
Yeah, so that's actually 10 plus, so I can pick 2.
Yeah.
I will take something from them and I will resist or avoid their blows. I will take away from them the fucking sleep! Seriously, wake the fuck up. And also I resist or avoid their blows.
Okay, you're waking up now, Chaos. You're being pinned to the ground by Frey. You can feel her clawing at your throat. Now, you have a lot of scales there, but her talons are razor sharp.
Yeah, and also you just got basically black-eyed by Jack.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's punching you in the face. It wakes you
Just
up.
like, wake the fuck up!
In your dream, you
He
were trying to
blinks.
break out of the research facility that you were in.
Yeah, he just blinks like looks so confused right now. Like, what?
You probably also heard.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, especially Lily, if you have angry, you can. No, sorry, Freya. God, I have it with names today. Freya.
Yeah, I also have angry, so.
Well, we'll deal with you in a bit, Lily. But Freya, if you have angry, you can clear it right now because you hurt someone important, which is Chaos. He's pretty important, right?
He is my rival. He is very important.
Okay, yeah, you clear condition. And I guess, Jack, since you also directly engaged him, which means you heard him and knocked him out of his sleep, you too could clear angry if you have it. Alright, now, Chaos, you wake up. You thought you were in a terrible, terrible place, but you're not. It's kind of calming, but you're still hurt. And Freya is there, growling in your face, and so is Jack. Picking up his fist for another swing at your face. Because he doesn't know you
He
have
just
stepped out.
blinks like, what's
She's gone
happening?
feral.
Is what he says. Just what's happening?
Freya.
Freya and Jack are speechless.
Jack actually, like, slowly stands up and pulls Freya back as well before offering his hand to Chaos. Chaos, that you?
Yes.
Well, you almost killed Keith. And you rampaged around the school. And you also sounded like... Let's just not go there.
It also sounded and looked like a monster.
At that
More
moment,
like,
we hear,
more like a goat.
at this moment, we hear the motorcycle sound as Lily faces into the building. Vroom. She drives down the hallway towards the group of the three of you.
Yep.
Lily, how well can you break this thing? As in, not breaking it apart, but hitting the brakes.
Remember, the floor is wet.
Yeah, right. It's
It's
raining
hovering.
in here. It's hovering, though. True.
Yeah, my bike has the trait extremely maneuverable, so I assume I can actually basically turn and stop on a dime.
All right. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So you hop on in there.
Hi, guy, what's going on?
Lily was missing for 4 days, everyone.
Where have you been?
What do you mean?
You've been away like 4 days. What happened?
I mean 4 days.
You never
Jack?
came back to the room.
What?
I assumed you were tired of me.
No, that would never be the case. What? Ah. But I only just... I mean, I don't have any memories. But I just assumed it might have been like half a day or something. What?
Were you abducted by aliens?
Ha!
No. I mean, I remember a sort of white light, but no.
Lily, now that she mentioned that, you can remember people in white lab coats moving around you. Or
Oh, great.
beings, right?
Do aliens wear white lab coats? Wear white garb?
Hayes has pupils narrows.
That's a weird question. That's a weird question.
And is Freya still on top of him, so to speak?
Jack pulled her off.
No, Jack pulled her off.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Keith, the sound of a roaring has stopped, so you peek back around the corner.
Frey'll say you can come back, baby.
I don't want to hear that from someone who marks their territory everywhere without thinking about other people.
I just wanted to remind you where your loyalties lie.
Now you go again with that loyalty.
You'll find Jack just frowning between the two of them. What? Have I missed something?
What have I missed?
Oh, Lily, you're back.
Again with the back? What's happened? I only just left. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, right?
You have been away for 4 days. We were quite worried about you.
Do aliens actually wear white lab coats?
Don't know, but some
No.
humans does. You know, scientists and those kind of people.
Because that's all I
Oh,
remember.
doctors does too.
Because I remember a white light and people in white moving around.
Hmm.
I assumed I was only gone for like a half a day, or I blacked out or something, but no. Huh. That's worrying. Need to ask May. Maybe I'll find something out.
What's with all the noise? Spectra pokes her head through a wall.
Lydia's sitting there on her bike inside the building.
She turns her head up at the sprinkler and disappears back from the hallway, not wanting to get her costume wet.
Oh.
Now, how do one turn off the sprinklers?
That is a good question. I don't know, actually. You guys figure it out. Go, roleplay.
I can. I mean, if we need to fix the sprinklers, but is the sprinklers a problem, Keith? I'll fix it. No problem.
That's awesome!
That sounds like a difficult situation. I think I'm gonna walk away from it and just go eat.
I mean, I will try to not reroute the sprinklers to spray acid, but yeah.
Wait, what?
Never mind,
Oh.
it's fine.
No, that's a bad idea. We need to use the sprinkler if it's happened to occur a fire inside the house.
Oh, you mean you have to turn them off? Well, that's boring. Well, I guess I can add an off switch somewhere. Just knocking random holes in the wall, like tinker with electronics. How can I add an off switch?
Well, you'd
How to
have
go?
to take part of the wall out where the pipes are laying.
Yep, that's yep. I guess I'll have to do just that. Anyone care to help me with this wall? It's slightly inconvenient.
Or we could, go to the probably in the basement, where the water tank is. That it's, applying the water to the pipes and to the sprinklers.
There's a water tank.
The water doesn't appear out of nowhere.
Excellent. Good thinking. Let's do that.
And it would probably be in the basement, I think. Or in a janitor room, or something like that.
Lead away, Keith. I trust your instincts.
You make your way down to the basement. Unfortunately, you need a key for the water room. Of course, you're superheroes, right?
I have a bike that can phase through walls, so I don't think this is a problem.
Right.
Well, for me at least. Everyone else?
Is it a lock on the door, or is it like a
It's
hang?
a key. It's a keyhole thing.
It's a keyhole. Nope, I do not have construct, so nope, I cannot do that.
Aw. Never found a use for construct, but it is a fancy ability.
I wonder what Hayes would do.
What would Hayes do?
I think it'd go to Umbra's office, actually.
Sounds like a terrible idea, but sure.
Yeah, probably.
But, it's still in the night. It's not day yet.
Nope.
Well, Keith will keep an eye out so Lily can phase through. He will keep an eye out meanwhile.
She faces through the wall. Or the door. Whichever's easiest. Is there a water tank, and if so, can I use alien technology to make it unnecessarily complicated off switch?
Absolutely, you can. Go for it.
This cannot possibly end badly. Unless it ends badly.
Not badly.
9. Okay.
Let's see.
You can switch it off once, I think, is the basic use of it then.
On a hit, you create a device that can do something impossible once, then fizzle. Yeah.
You can switch it off once. Great. Next
Yes.
time you'll have to build it again.
Yes. I switch it off. If anyone sees the contraption used to creature, it probably looks very weird.
Totally.
But hey, details.
Oh, I have the perfect image for it. Sure. This is what she built. Meanwhile, water was spurting out everywhere.
Probably. I don't care. Yep. That seems about right. No one knows what it does, but it's certainly a thing.
I feel bad for the person who's going to look at it.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. This early morning crisis is now mostly averted. The floors are still wet and are gonna need some sweeping. Does anybody have the hero power to dry up floors real quick before they make a huge mess?
Well, yes.
Yes.
I can dry up floors really quickly.
It would, in fact, be one of Q's best abilities.
I guess, yeah. Will you spend the time to do that and miss out on your breakfast?
Sorry, guys.
Definitely no. And he blamed Hias for all of this, so no.
Sorry, guys, it took so long. It was my lovely mother.
Oh, don't worry. All they did was fix the sprinkler system and turn it off.
Yes.
Okay, whatever that is.
Just some alien engineering.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
No one knows what it does or how it works, but it's certainly a thing.
Lily switched the piping around to create an infinite loop of water instead of in the sprinkler system.
Yep. Just don't start any fires again.
We'll try my best. We'll try my best, Lily.
Excellent. Well done.
Alright, yeah. Alright. See, yesterday the teachers announced that they had a big surprise for the class. And today is the announcement that instead of normal school classes, you're gonna have time to prepare yourself for a practical examen. Each team will face off against one of the teachers, and you have the early morning to prepare.
We do get to know which teacher it is, right?
Yes, indeed. Let me move you on over. You are gonna fight against Miss Hartfeld.
Okay.
Now, there's a few bonus objectives. It's gonna be held in an old abandoned area that was flooded once by a malfunctioning sprinkler system, so nobody lives there anymore.
So fire is out?
Yes,
unless
fire
boosted,
is out.
Yeah, unless boost. Well, if it's flooded, then how do you think Keith is gonna do anything without Jack basically helping him?
Shut up!
It's part urban, part open ground. Lots of varied environments.
I can create fire when it's wet. It just annoys
That was an
me.
OOC comment. I wasn't sure.
Oh, he can. It's just annoying for him.
Yes.
Alright. Now, around the area will be 100 crash dummies scattered that you're supposed to save and not harm. They're going to represent civilians.
Alright.
Hey. Oh dear.
Meanwhile, the teacher is going to make your life as hard as possible, simulating how a villain would act.
Oh, great.
Right.
Now, if you subdue the teacher, then of course you have all the time in the world to save the civilians. Otherwise, you'll have to think on the fly. What would your team has the early morning to prepare, of course, as do the other teams.
So maybe we should figure out a plan.
I'm thinking, since we got Miss Hartfeld, how about we just subdue her? She doesn't look that strong to me.
Yeah, right.
Yes, go for it.
First of all, I'm gonna straight out tell you. Actually, just a second. It's actually I can roll plus superior, and I can roll basically been reading through the files.
Oh, so you know about Miss Hartfeld?
Yes, I would know about. Can I roll it?
Well, there is public knowledge.
Indeed, yeah, roll for it then. That would be a perfect use for that skill. That's why I have you around. Let's see what happens on the miss. Actually, somebody could. Yeah, let's. If you want to spend some team, you could try and help them out. If someone has a possibility of knowing about her.
It just says roll superior on a hit. Tell blah 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 blah.
Okay, so you actually know nothing about her. Except that she is very close to Mr. Sunshine, so you should expect similar behavior.
Well,
no. Actually, do I actually add the team again to the pool?
Yeah, let's start off up the team pool, because, you're kind of going into an encounter, and this time around you're not going to be surprised by it. So,
on the other hand, we actually have Mentos resources, so we have a weapon of last resort, hidden base, and badges of authority, by the way.
A weapon of last resort might help here. Okay.
That's something that I will actually tell the group, that, you know what, I actually have my mentor's resources, so we actually have a weapon of last resort if everything else fails.
But what sort of weapon? It needs to be a weapon that doesn't hurt the civilians.
Indeed.
And
That's why it's called weapon of last resort. And to be honest with you, I think we should. I think we should split into teams so that one of us would like. I'm just thinking we need at least one to attack head on who can take a hit. At least one group to kind of be a distraction, and one group to get the civilians to a bunker or just to safety.
I am good at saving people and distracting people.
well, I can work with the distraction.
And I can work with the distraction as well. So chaos.
We already know who can handle the beating.
Yeah. So yeah, especially because I believe. Well, Freya's you're really fast, aren't you?
She'll kind of shrug her shoulders. But Haos was when we were doing the track race, Haos was faster than Freya, but Freya was above average, so.
So, I don't know. What do you think? If Lily and Freya, you two get the civilians to maybe safety, Haos would just go there head on, and me and Keith will either protect Lily and Freya and the civilians when we can, and then just play the distraction game so that maybe Haos can get a good hit in.
I just remember something. Can't we ask Umbra about her?
Why not? I can call my mentor if you want.
Sure.
I mean, actually, it does make sense. We should really talk with the other group as well. Like other groups and, the other mentors. I mean, we can. So why not? That's actually a really good idea, Keith.
If she's close to Mr. Sunshine, then maybe Devon knows something about her.
Oh.
He is a big fan of him.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. No, I'll call my mentor, and you call Devon.
On it.
And then fist bump.
Meanwhile, to prepare, I'm probably just going to, during the preparation time, I'm probably just going to contact the ship.
Right, nice, you're all preparing. Freya, Freya and Haos, is there anything you want to do or can do to prepare?
Freya's just kind of stretching out her limbs.
Right, sure. Warming up is also good preparation. Okay, let's start with Jack first, since you had the first idea with your mentor. You would call up Almbra. How do you do that? Do you do that by phone, or is there some summoning ritual?
No. Just calling. Just using a normal fucking phone text.
Summoning ritual.
That's how you get the access to Otrix stuff.
Jack actually has a nice flip phone with the charm on it, and the charm is of, funnily enough, the charm is of like one of these comic book heroes, Deadpool.
Ah, cool.
You see? So of course he calls Umbra.
Okay, you call up Umbra. Would you like to roleplay this out, or would you like to have one assess the situation or pierce the mask question?
I'd rather have the assess the situation type of thing.
Okay. And I guess it would fit that you're assessing the situation before you engage a dangerous foe, so you would get the bonus question round.
Well, yeah, I would get it anyway. I always, because it's before the encounter. So as long as it's before the encounter, so before I actually jump into the fray, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh.
So you ask 3 in total, and keep in mind that I'm going to note this down as well. You're going to take +1 while acting on the answers, of course.
That's nice. Okay.
And if you are the team leader, you can tell your teammates what to do, and they'll get the +1 as well.
Am I the team leader then?
I mean, hey, how about it?
At least Jack has a plan.
Well, Keith is fine with Jack being the leader. As long as it's not Hias or Freya, he's not going to complain.
Well, Jack has not led you to ruin yet.
Yes.
This might be the first time then. Good.
Indeed.
You know. So.
Okay, so how could we best end this quickly?
Okay, you ask, and since I mean, do you want to answer as Umbra, or should I answer?
No. It would be you.
Okay, how do we best end this quickly? Okay, you best end this quickly if you keep Miss Heartfelt or Scarlet locked down in a 1v1 fight and gather up all the civilians as fast as you can. Do not think that you can overpower her.
Okay. What here can I use to what here can I use to trap Miss Halfwell? I mean, come on, if I have preparations, I'm gonna fucking use it wisely now, am I?
Okay.
Especially because, come on, we have a
what could
tech
trap
wizard.
Miss Heartfelt, though?
That's... Well...
What tricks?
I'm thinking more elemental. You need a superpower to trap her, right?
Not
Yes,
necessarily. I mean, come on, think about it. We do have what do you call her? We have Lily. She's like super duper fucking awesome when it comes to electricity. And we have also Freya, who can fucking track anything.
Well, if you can trap, you can use, elemental kind of trapping, or if you can make a high-tech science shield that entraps in that, she might not be able to get out. But who knows?
Like a ray shield that would trap her.
Yes, she hasn't actually really, tried to get something like that. So.
Okay, and then my third question: what here can I use to evacuate the civilians into so that they will stay safe? What would be the kind of best spot, almost?
So your mission is to get them out of there, which means if you have a large enough vehicle, you can ferry a lot of civilians out there. Keep in mind, nobody tips over
I
the
thought that we just had to keep them safe or something. I misunderstood them completely.
You are not supposed to harm them.
The fastest.
Of course, if the fight between Miss Heartfelt and you heroes gets out of hand, then of course, if buildings topple over, civilians may get harmed, and you need to protect them as well. But
but basically the question is what here can I use to evacuate the civilians the fastest?
Yeah, that would be a large vehicle, and there is old broken down vehicles about. If you could repair them, that would give you an edge of getting them out there fast.
Oh, okay. Well, please do add one team to the pool, and I will, of course, relay these things to my teammates.
Also, since you're going into a battle against the Dangerous Four, you're going to get 2 extra, so that brings you up to 4. Jack, do you have influence over everyone in the team?
Sadly, no. I only have influence over, because people have been really, really bad with influence. I have influence over Keith, Lily, and Lisa.
I have influence over like 6 or 7 people.
I actually believe Hayos has influence over everyone. Well, Jack is really friendly too.
Okay, has everyone the same purpose in the fight?
Protect the civilians and fucking try and defeat Miss Heartfelt. Isn't that the purpose?
I mean, I would say, because you've talked about it beforehand and everybody is on the line, I would say, just doing different stuff doesn't mean you don't have the same purpose, right?
The same purpose, I think, would be to save the civilian would be in the first
priority.
Would be Keith's first priority.
Indeed, and Hayos helps because he's keeping potentially Miss Heartfelt under control. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Then
so
again,
that
he
would be
can
number 2.
actually. He might actually do it pretty well.
Hey, don't worry, Jack and Keith also helping you. Lily, Jack actually turns to her. Can you actually figure out with the help of Freya? Can you two try and like check which vehicle? Could you fix this? I'm sorry, I'm not really mechanically inclined.
You would
Without
have to do
the-
this in the field, keep in mind.
Yeah.
Who says we can't scout it already?
Hmm.
Who says you can't go to a vehicle and say, aha, this needs the least amount of repairs, so you already have a target picked?
Well, this is a bit outside of town, so it would take a long time to get there and back. But you could send Lily on there. She has a bike, she would be fast there. But then she couldn't talk to her people at home.
Come on, I can fly.
Alright.
You honestly think there's anything faster than the wind?
Well, you would
Yes.
unleash your powers to make it back in time.
A bike that doesn't even have to respect with air resistance. So
I actually pointed there, yeah, Lily, yeah, that would be it. But on the other hand, yeah, I'm sure Lily has enough stuff that they could actually be able to do it, even on the field. That's okay. That's fair enough. It's fine.
Okay, nice. So that's your 3 questions, and you're all gonna get a +1 if you keep her pinned in a fight. Of course, you should tell whoever is doing that to do exactly that. Trapping her in a ray shield is going to be a bit more effective than it would be if you...
No, but just trapping her in general.
Indeed. No, it's specifically you have to trap her in a ray shield.
Or elemental powers, you also mentioned that.
Yes. Yeah, ray shield or elemental power. And
using
of
a
course,
vehicle
repairing a vehicle
to-
in the field is going to be a bit easier because you know that you're prepared to do this.
What was the third one? What's the first one anyway?
To keep her pinned in a fight 1v1 is probably the best way to combat her. If you go against...
Yeah, and I asked also what would be the best way to end this quickly was to get the civilians the fastest out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
In one-on-one fight.
Now, Keith, you wanted to talk to Devin. He seems pretty occupied with his team. Talking about how they're gonna take on Umbra. That's no small fry either.
oh really?
Poor bastards.
Yes.
Well, Keith will just walk casual up to Devin. Devin, do you have a moment?
Keith, yeah, what can I do for you? Sure. For you
Well-
always.
Well, our team are going to fight against Miss Heartfelt. But we actually don't know that much about her, but we heard that she's pretty friendly with Mr. Sunshine. So I was thinking maybe you know something about her.
Alright. Yeah. Let's see. Doesn't seem so much like an assess a situation role and more of a... I wouldn't say you don't want to provoke him to tell you. You're more like, friendly asking, right? So
Yes.
just roll Pierce the Mask. It's mundane, and I would like you roll mundane for the bond between you. If you have influence, +1 to the roll over him. So he's more likely to tell you, of course.
Oh,
Nice.
full hit.
Wow, well
Wow.
done!
Now ask him 3 questions, as if you were, asking about Miss Heartfelt. Miss Heartfelt. Like, what is she instead of what are you?
Well, he wouldn't ask that because he fully believed that she's human. So.
No.
What?
What is she really planning? Something. Ask a question
Oh,
like that.
right, that one.
Not what is she?
No. What would you think she's really planning?
Okay. She wants you to. If she is anything like Mrs. Sunshine, she'll want to get into a fist fight with you. But if she must know that if she gets into a fist fight with one of you, she's gonna get bogged down So she's gonna have another ace up her sleeve. I just don't know what it is. She needs something that keeps an eye on all of you. Well, no pun intended. He says because he only has one eye.
Well, how could I get her to lose?
Lose what? What is your plan right now? Because we're trying to distract Umbra for long enough to get as many civilians out there.
Basically the same.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and basically it's the same. But it'd be better, if we could take her out.
Could you get her to lose? I mean, Mr. Sunshine has never lost, so I really don't know.
Wait, you're not telling me she's trained by him or something, right?
From what I've heard, she was like his prodigy.
Wasn't it a Keith just... She's my legal parent and I don't even know anything about her.
You've never asked her where she's grown up?
No, not really. I only lived with her for 2 weeks before I moved into the dorm. But that does explain all of the picture with her and Mr. Sunshine.
Yeah, they go way back.
Well, let's see.
Wait, so if you really want her to lose, perhaps you have to prove that you are a great hero. Do the heroics thing instead of trying to win, be heroic. I don't know if that helps any. Because that's what Mr. Sunshine would want to see from his students.
Right. What do you think she wants us to do in the fight when we are saving them?
I think she wants you to really save the civilians and even put yourself at risk doing so. I heard a long story where she rescued a few people from some other place, like a different dimension.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
That's... Haha, you're joking, right? That does not exist different dimension.
I don't know, it's a superhero world. Come on, maybe this exists. Or maybe it's just some sort of, negaverse. Where your power is water and mine is... What's the opposite of ice? I guess water too? Or what's the opposite of fire then?
I would...
What burns cold? I've never seen anything like that. It would be an interesting power.
It would indeed.
Cold?
Well, anyway, as he, grabbed his shoulders, with both his arms, thank you for your time.
Oh, can you ask Jack if there's any weakness Umbra has? I really wish we had Holly on the team now.
Really bright lights.
I'm sure I can.
Yeah, okay. You can try. If you have Mr. Sunshine on your side, yeah, sure. She has weakness. Absolutely, go ahead.
She'd rather flee than stay in his presence.
Keith is going to call Jack immediately. Just a moment.
Of course, Jack answers.
Hey, Jack. Do you happen to know if Umbra have any weaknesses?
Well, unless you have someone with a supernova, I don't think so. I mean, she's full darkness, so if she's pure darkness, shadow and whatnot. But unless you can trap her into a room with basically just light, even then, she's not just her element, but she also has superhuman body. So very little. other elements can, I think, affect her because I can slice her with my wind. But unless you have Mr. Sunshine, a light elemental, or a basically a light trap or something prepared for her, I don't think so.
So really bright light is pretty much our only option. How are we gonna manage that with our team? Yeah.
Don't you have one of your team? Yeah, don't you have one of your team that can create explosions?
It's not.
Explosion!
Is not the same as light, though.
She really doesn't want to, though. Besides, we have to save the civilians. It's best if she takes it easy and tries to carry as many people out as possible.
How about she's just somewhere else?
Well, if Jack can hurt her with her wind elemental, who knows? Maybe you can entrap her in ice.
And how do you actually trap someone who can teleport?
Trap the shadows in the eyes, make an elaborate reflection labyrinth. Maybe, you know what, Keith? I have an idea. If I can create eyes and use it like a giant lens, I can maybe use it like a magnifying glass. Could work. It's gonna be the hardest thing I've ever done. Wait. I can create the eyes and Jennifer can help me cut it to a lens. And
Seems like you.
and Rosa can compress it so that there's no impurities in there. Then Lobo would only have to sniff her out.
Well, seems like you have a plan then.
Nice, thanks, Keith. He gives you like a bro fist.
Yeah. Well, I wish you good luck against Umbra.
Need it.
I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Alright, we'll go over to Lily. You were preparing to call home and ask something.
Phone home. Yes.
Now keep in mind, you of course, since you have prep time, all the answers that came before, or questions that came before, like Jack, you probably tell their team that you need something like a ray shield or a trap. So keep this in consideration, Lily. Maybe they have something that could work.
Yeah, I was thinking about something else before. Now I'm trying to figure out what ability I could use for a shield. But Psychic Construct.
Well, you could have a gadget that does it once and then fizzles.
Exactly, that's what it would be. But
yeah, but
based on a playbook ability, but yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, I need to. Well, I will get at least one hold at least. So.
Oh, you already rolled it, or did you? No, you didn't.
Nope, I haven't.
Okay.
Let's see. That would be fancy, though. I could, for example, use the Transformed Plant Affinity ability to just create a shield of, well, thorns, bark.
Well, it's not exactly what they described as being viable, but you could try. Wouldn't get the +1, though.
I could use the Outsider's Heliokinesis ability. Make a light shield.
That would work against Umbra. For sure.
Yes, that's one part before making these. I was about Heliokinesis. That's the exact opposite of Umbra's ability. How to counter Umbra? But yeah, if that's the case, I'm probably just going to take use telekinesis power from the. No, but you basically just create a telekinetic shield. Anyway, but I need to roll Belong in Two Worlds anyway. Belong in Two Worlds.
Ooh. A whole new world.
Yep.
Ow.
Alright then.
Okay.
I get to hold 3. Excellent.
Okay. Now you can hold this and then just use it in the moment. Just note that down.
Yes.
Really hold 3.
Yep. Bolts free. Use it then. I will probably ask one thing immediately though.
Okay, go for it.
That is asking May, or if, well, maybe if the ship, or well, maybe herself has had a tracker on, well, her, Lily. See where she has been the last few days.
Would you want to have a tracker on you? Because if you decide this now and I say yes, then you'll have it on you. You know?
I don't think she would want to have one on her.
That's the thing. If you say no, then you won't definitely not have one on you. But if you say yes, then you will definitely have one on you, and this could be used against you later on when you're like going off doing naughty stuff.
Maybe. But yeah, I will probably do just... Assuming I don't have a tracker, I don't know what Maybe has done. I will probably just ask if she... This is going to be a dumb question, but it's Lily. Ask about places where people in white coats work.
None of our people use white coats. That's so old-fashioned.
Yes, it's very boring and angry.
I mean, there would be many places. I can run a scan and give you a list.
Thank you. I will lovely.
Yes.
I'm going to so regret this.
Keep in mind, this is going to end up with hundreds of places to check, but
yes,
I would assume that because, hey, this is an adventure, the right place is going to be amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it?
Sure, certainly. I mean, they have alien technology, absolutely.
They're in space. And just limit the scan to the general city. I don't think that would be useful to scan a larger area.
Yeah, to this city, yeah. I guess that makes most sense. I wouldn't have thought otherwise. Good. So you still hold 2.
Might have a different perspective when you're sitting up inside space just looking down on Earth.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're going to scan all these places where people in white lab coats work.
Yeah.
There's like millions.
Yep.
Okay. Now the question is, how long do you have time today, everyone? Because we started a little bit later, and I
still have vacation, so I can play to the morning if I wanted to.
Well, I don't, but I still have time.
I still also have a bit of time, but not too much because I have other stuff to do today. So, sadly, I have a thing to do tomorrow, but I'm not having work, so that's at least good.
I'm always fine for whatever time.
Okay, I'm just thinking because this combat encounter could take a long time, and especially if we want to go over all the other people around here.
I can go on.
Yeah, but the person who has to go first basically determines. What the heck? Let's start with your group then, and we're gonna see how far it goes, and then we're gonna have like a cliffhanger moment if it goes longer than people can. To be continued. I'm gonna say your group goes first then, and the other groups go after you. It wasn't original plan, but we'll do it that way around.
Yeah, works.
Alright, gonna move those guys over to the observing platform.
Atom, have you read, Rachel's battle plan?
I have read it a little bit, yeah. Don't quite know. I need to bring it back up. I know you sent it to me, right?
Yes, I did. So it was shot out of curiosity.
You sent it in like a Google document, right?
Yes, I can just get you a new link if you want to.
Yeah, please.
We did talk a lot after it. What? I was just about to send it in our group chat. That would have been bad.
That would have given plans away. I have my own ideas to add to them, but there you go. Alright. I bring that up to my main. Use it. Alright.
Stream
okay.
snipe him.
No, I'm not gonna put it up on stream. I got plenty of monitors. Good.
Excellent.
You're being ferried out to this faraway place where a villain sabotaged the sprinkler system and flooded the whole district. So nobody much lives there anymore. They haven't been able to drain out all the swamp. Rumor has it a green large creature also inhabits this place. But no other fairy creatures have been spotted.
It's Keith is just like, we're really going to fight against, the number one hero's prodigy. How come I didn't know this? I rather want to fight against Umbra right now.
Are you really sure about that?
What? What? Why do you want to fight against Umbra again?
Well, isn't that better than fighting against, the number one hero's prodigy?
Well, not really. I mean, if you think about it, prodigies are just that, prodigies. I mean, come on, I'm Umbra's protege. And at the same time, do I look like someone who's, going around killing people for hobbies? Jack gives you all a gentle smile.
Wait. Do you mean that Umbra does that?
Umbra does what?
Nah, she's just, ultimate dodging practice.
Oh.
She's not really allowed to train anyone else with elementals because, otherwise it would be lethal. But that's pretty normal anyway.
I want to train with her.
Sure, I'm sure she would love to train you, Hayos. You will get a thumbs up for her courage.
Worried smile as well, maybe.
Alright, you get set up at a large gate towards entering the area. You're briefed that you can escort the civilians out at any of the northwest, east and south gates. Just every civilian that you get out unhurt is a point for you. Every civilian that gets hurt is a minus point, or that doesn't get saved by the end of the time limit. You have an hour.
Okay, so are we all do we have the plan ready?
I mean, the plan that you wrote down, yeah.
Yes, I believe we do.
So, Hayos, just head on. As long as you keep distracted. There he goes and fixes up the vehicle, and I guess me and Freya are just gonna push the civilians into the vehicle as fast as we can until we'll switch.
Right. Keith, take out his sunglasses. It's time to get in some action.
Oh, no.
Nice.
You look ridiculous.
I do not.
Would you count this as easy relief, putting on his sunglasses and looking forward to this? And you could remove that condition that is linked to that.
Damn it. That's hopeless, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, I don't. I do not have hopeless. So, nope.
Well, it was a possibility. I just noticed that you did move there with doing that. Wonderful. All right. So the gate opens, and you hear a loud air horn Merp.
Okay, come on, let's go, guys.
This is gonna
basically.
try out his
Woo!
wings. See how well they carry him.
Do you have flight as one of your mutations?
He does have strange wings as a mutation.
Okay, it would be unleashing your power if you want to fly. And you can glide on them, like slowing your fall so that you and anybody falling with you can be used like a parachute. But you can right now you cannot fly, no.
You're basically like a demon hunter.
Yes.
Indeed, you can double
In
jump.
other words, he's not used to them.
No, you're not used to them, and that's where you mark potential, right? You can grow. Your wings can still carry you later.
Yeah, he just follows them back down again.
Okay, you haven't seen Miss Hartfeld yet, but the test dummies must be in cars or in buildings. Some are perhaps harder to find than others.
Now, I would assume Lily's already heading towards a vehicle. So Freya's actually the best one here because she can sniff them out.
Can she sniff out dummies?
Well,
Sure,
first Freya's gonna go for the first, like she's gonna find the first, like an easy one, and then sniff that, and then she can.
You see
Pretty
one at
much
a window,
get
sort
this.
of having like a hand raise if the dummy is waving or is waving at you.
Either saying hi or help me.
This is your freebie dummy, I would say, if you want to get him out fast.
Well, of course, Jack has flight, so he just grabs Freya and flies to the window. Come on, let's go.
Don't
Let's
forget,
save
she's
the
the size of a
citizens.
full-grown woman.
I'm an elemental.
He is the wind incarnate. He just magic wings you up there.
Come on, I can fly. It's just an air disc.
Like a magic carpet ride.
Pretty much. Just an air, which you can't see. But hey, it's the thought that counts, isn't it?
Lily is the princess from another world. Keith is Aladdin.
Yep.
More like Jack and Lily. Oh well, more like Jack and Freya, actually.
You're the carpet, Jack. That's your cast in the movie.
A whole new world.
Yes.
Alright. So
Well,
you get brought up there, Freya, and you sniff on it. Smells a bit like burned car tires. I guess they are crashed as dummies, so that makes sense.
Okay, so now that she's got the scent, she'll figure, she'll have, since it is high up, she'll kind of toss it to Jack so he can bring it down, and then she's gonna go for the harder to find stuff, and is gonna assume Keith and Jack and Lily will go for easier to find ones first.
And well, Jack will go straight to where Lily is fixing the rifle.
Yes.
Okay. As Lily is fixing the vehicle, you see a small black dot on the horizon.
Oh fuck!
Dear.
That small black dot is getting bigger, really fast.
Well, Jack is right next to you, so no worries there.
What is that? Keith's just like
If
Lifting
that's
up
a
his
black hole, we should be worried.
lifting up his sunglasses. No, I'm totally seeing right. A black dot.
Lily, fix it faster, please, please.
You
Please.
can hear Miss Hartfeld yell, "Incoming!" as she uses her walking stick, walking cane like a lance to stab at Chaos.
Oh, but that's fine.
Chaos,
That's fine.
you go flying backwards full force.
Hmm.
I'll protect
Alright.
Lily. You two take care
How
of
much
her.
how much does he destroy?
Well, that could be up to you. Say me how you land and catch yourself on your feet.
He'd probably get tossed straight through a couple of walls, and an entire building just collapses on top of him.
Oh, I hope there were no crash dummies in there.
Jack is just like holding his face, like, come on, distractor. Lily, I'm just thinking, shouldn't Lily actually roll if she can even fix the dam behind
Yeah,
her?
Yes.
Lily, now you're still time to roll it for fixing it. As
Yay!
the villain always gets the first move.
Yes. Let's see. There it is.
Remember, you get +1.
Yes,
Oh,
because that was talked over through. That is part of your plan on winning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It works. I can also choose it works exceptionally well, or you get an additional use out of it.
Let it have an additional use.
Yeah, make it armored. Or
No,
make it fucking...
it's most like well, seeing as I'm using alien tech to repair the vehicle, it means like, well, I can use it for its intended purpose more than once, or I can make sure it's exceptionally well, more like it's armored, or can actually take a hit or something.
Or make sure that it's something useful.
You know what? I'm going to make it work exceptionally well. I'm going to supercharge the engines.
So it's super fast.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, well, how fast are you, Lily?
Me? Very. Especially in the bike. At least.
Okay, go and do the crash. Get the crash dummies. I'll stay here and protect this.
Don't mind me throwing a little bit of a wrench into your plans. Miss Hartfeld says that she puts her hands together, and you see some dust around her curling upwards and then pushing outwards. It's like a poof explosion, and you all get knocked backwards.
We can't protect over that. We have fucking elementals.
Of course, tell me how you react. You know, that's what would happen to a normal person. Now tell me how you react as this happens.
Someone like Jack, for example, I mean, come on, the wind is my ally. What the fuck do I care about your little air explosions when I am in the air? I think, go away.
Okay, you have to go into your air form though, so to avoid
Sure.
it. That's fine.
Do you want me to roll Savior or unleash my powers?
Nothing. You can just do it. You're an air elemental after all. But let's see how the others fared. You might need to save them. So, Keith, what happens to you as you get lifted off the ground and pushed backwards by an unseen, like moved by an unseen hand?
He get pushed back.
You land in between a few trash dumpsters, and they fall over and tumble and make a loud rumbling noise. Lily pushes you right out of the vehicle. Boom.
God damn it!
You fly out of the window. What happens?
Well, crap. Well, as long as I can get my bike.
Yeah, I mean, you could... Yeah, okay, you land on the ground not too far away from your bike. Freya, you were up on the trash dummy. Were you coming back down, or did you stay in safe distance for this one?
She was looking for hidden dummies.
Okay,
so I would.
Okay.
So I don't know if she'd be outside. She'd probably.
You hear
she'd
a
probably
little
go
bit of dust
through the building
crumbling down from the building roof, as if something just happened outside. That was probably chaos breaking through several walls.
Should I try to get the? Yeah, I should get this. The dummies, not because I have a fear I could just trap Artfelt in a shield. But yeah, no, I'm going to leave the plan as it is and just keep rescuing people.
Yeah, get the dummies. Get the dummies and get them fast.
Yep.
Is that all you've got? Are you not even going to fight against the villain? Ha!
Well, if
ha,
Jack is
ha.
the only one even up, then I'll guess I'll attack.
Chaos is gonna get up from beneath the rubble.
I guess I'll attack as well.
Alright,
Because
go
why
for
the
it
fuck
then.
not?
Keith is gonna generate some burn, cause he's angry.
Sure, sure. So Jack rolls danger direct. How do you actually attack though? You have to tell me that before.
Well, remember, I'm in air elemental form. So what he would do even, is, of course, he controls the air. So he would probably create a vortex around her to suck all the air out. No air, no breathing, no consciousness.
Okay, that's
They did.
Laws of
interesting.
physics are used against you.
Okay, very well. Very well. What do you
Unless your
choose
name
from
is
the
Freya
list?
and you just say physics. What's physics?
Where is my direct thing? Where is my direct thing? What the hell?
Basic moves.
There it is, yeah. Sorry, I was just looking right on Unleash of Horrors. I didn't even look at the things. So, trade blow. So, you know what? I'm actually gonna take something from them, and my take something from them is going to be the fucking air they breathe. Enjoy. No air,
Okay.
no consciousness, instant win.
Well, you can see that Rachel now has to hold her breath. However, since you didn't choose resist their blows,
Yeah.
let's see.
Technically, they're actually trapped, mind you.
Yeah.
So now it's a good time for anyone else to attack anyone.
Okay. Since you didn't resist her blows, you're gonna take a condition.
Okay.
As Miss Hartfeld ducks down and then jumps up into the air. You can see a cloud parting above. She's really high up now.
Well,
Sucked up the air, but she jumped out of the way. Well, you at least got her to retreat and bought yourself a lot of time, but I didn't trap her as well as you imagined it would.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Insecure to that. Because Insecure is like, hey, come on, I thought I had her. And then it's like, nope. So Insecure it is.
Alright.
Keith's gonna generate some burn.
Go for it, Keith. Don't fail us.
Oh!
Oh
Double
dear.
one!
oh
Now
crap!
keep in mind, you have Team Pool if you can help him generate burn.
How many conditions do you have?
I have 3.
Okay, good. So we don't need to push you to 10.
So how far do we have to push you?
To 7.
2.
7.
So 2 people need to help him generate burn.
How does Generate Burn even work?
In his case, he's trying to put himself on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
The thought of being marked by Freya burns you up. You want to prove to her that you can take on Miss Hartfeld. You're
Yes,
not
Obviously,
that's definitely gonna work.
yeah, check support because he's an air elemental, and you know what does air do? Fans up the flames.
Right, I would even say you sucked up the air from his heart and now you can redirect it at Keith to really put him on.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
Alright,
totally.
so
It's like
you only take 1 condition because you need your team's help. You really wanted to do it on your own.
Oh, that was the wrong character sheet. That was Hias. Here we got it. Well,
I think he also has burn himself now.
How does he feel? Since he actually can turn it on himself, he begins to feel a bit hopeless in his own powers.
Hey.
God damn it!
Meanwhile, Hios, what were you doing? You were trying to get back in there as well.
Yeah.
You miss Miss Hartfeld by a little bit, and now she's up in the air and you're down here.
He's gonna try his wings again.
Yeah, you're trying to fly up to her. Now keep in mind,
Yeah,
she
basically.
probably can't fly.
Wow. Also, Also, we used 2 team to increase Keith to 7, or
Alright, yeah,
Yes.
indeed, I need to readjust the team.
yeah.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Okay.
He does.
You fly up at her, and you can see her in the air. She's relatively immobile, but all of a sudden, as you get closer to her, you feel yourself becoming heavier, as if you're being... Wait, why is she holding her hand out towards you?
What?
All of a sudden, you can't move your wings anymore. And the both of you are pummeling, falling towards the ground. And you're beneath her. Uh-oh. What do you do?
How close is she to him?
5 meters and closing in.
Let's see if he can manage. He's since she's doing something and he feels like he can't swing, he's gonna go like, no, I don't want you to do that. And try and do what he did towards the teens, basically. Stop her from being able to use her powers.
Alright.
Because this is a pickle.
Yeah,
Said
you're gonna
least.
land hard regardless, but at least she won't be... Or maybe you can slip out just from under her.
Yep, so that would be danger.
Mind the hard landing. Your friends
Yeah.
better not be in the way when you crash down.
Or any of the test dummies.
Or any of the civilians that just happen to wander by. Hero.
Okay, so danger, yes?
Yeah, you're directly engaging her.
Oh!
Can someone push that up 1 notch?
You see the two of them racing towards the ground. They're gonna collide with the floor at any second. Who could help?
Well, since Keith knows that flames doesn't do that much to Chaos, and he is in his burning form, is he going to create a pillar of flames that actually, pushes up towards them and breaking his form?
Sure. Yeah, okay. It's still only gonna be it's still only gonna have one thing from the directly engaged threat list, and you're
Yeah.
burning through your team, I might add.
Yes, we can see that. We started
I'm
with 5,
going
now we have 2.
to resist or avoid their blows.
Alright, yeah. That means you can slip out from past her and don't land as hard as she does. She smacks down into the ground. The Keith's flames all around her. And Keith, all of a sudden, those flames turn from red to cyan blue.
What the? Hey, I didn't do that!
Oh
Or
dear.
did I? No, Keith begins to look at himself. Huh? Just going on.
And like a Terminator, Miss Hartfeld walks out of the flame. A cyan blue eye is looking back at you, and she's on fire, literally. But of course, it's an anime, so her clothes are totally fireproof.
Obviously.
Perhaps she
Wait.
prepared for this eventuality as well. Who knows?
Eyes used to be red? I'm confused. Well, no time to be confused. As Keith would begin to, create his small fireball and then would throw it towards Scarlet.
Yeah, Rachel. Yeah, she's smacking the fireball away in the direction of Freya, who just jumping out of the building with a few dummies. Freya, the fireball's coming right for you.
I suppose. I will. She'll directly engage the fireball.
Are you gonna swallow it?
Yes.
No, she's basically gonna try. Well, no. Actually, no, it's a fireball. No, she's freaking out about it. Actually, so she knows that the dummies can't get hurt. So she's basically going to do like what she did last time with the pendant and kind of twist herself and hold the dummies in her arms and have her back towards the fireball and just kind of going, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
Alright, roll to defend the dummies and maybe save yourself in the process.
If only these dummies were my lover rival.
If only.
You can paint faces on them later.
Put a scale on one of them. There, you're Haos now.
Yeah, and put like a mob of hair just on her. You're now Lily.
Okay. This isn't gonna go well. Oh, okay.
Nice, you do it. But you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. You expose yourself to danger, I'd say your fur starts burning and you take a condition.
She is definitely afraid.
Okay. You, however, in doing so, you're gonna add a team to the pool, since you're working to accomplish the mission, even at your own cost. Nice.
She's gonna get them to the van as quick as possible so they don't catch on fire.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Now you're not
just
burning, you're just a bit singed.
Sorry.
Now, Keith, Miss Hartfeld says, what did you know about your powers? You should lose them less recklessly. She is trying to shift your freak down and your mundane up. Do you agree or reject that?
Well, we are in a fight. She's a villain. He's going to reject that.
Okay, roll to reject her influence.
This is not going to go well.
Which is done with superior.
Just don't fail. We don't need you to get another condition.
I succeed. Doesn't that mean I actually get a condition?
On a 7 to 9, you succeed and you choose one from the list of rejecting influence. You can clear condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You can shift the label up and down, your choice, or you can cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
And what was it exactly she said,
She said, what didn't we talk about your powers? You should use them less recklessly. So proving her wrong, you know what that would mean. You have to use them extra recklessly.
Exactly. So I'm going to shift the label up and down, I believe.
Yeah, you can do that. Your choice.
So let's see. No, I'm right. So she wanted to shift my freak up, my freak down, and my mundane up. So I'm going to do the reverse of it.
Okay, you get even more freaky and less mundane.
Oh, god damn it. I love that +1 mundane. God damn it.
Alright, let's hope you don't need to comfort a grieving teammate over the singed fur she just received.
Oh,
Don't burn my hair!
I have minus in it. So, I am using my powers not recklessly.
Well, while that is going on, Lily, you were on your bike driving through the city, or what are you doing? You're trying to save people fast.
Yes.
How are you gonna go about it, and how good is it going? I want to find out.
Well, I'm pretty much going to try to use the basic sensors on the bike to try and find the dummies and just sweep in, put them on the bike, just immediately fly back to the vehicle, dump them off, get the next one, because I can only really carry on one person at a time.
Yeah, safely anyway. Alright,
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Roll me Savior, because I want to see there is a potential that things don't go as you plan.
This is the part of the thing about the Kirby Craft. I can use Superior for Savior.
Ah, that is fortunate for you.
Well, to at least to defend someone if that was count as. Otherwise, if you say I just have to roll Savior, then it's actually Savior.
No, you roll to defend the dummies from anything.
Yeah. Then it's Superior for me on my craft. Roll Kirby Craft. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
full
yeah,
head.
everything is going surprisingly smoothly. It seems that Miss Hartfeld is really busy with the others. That's good. Hey, it's working. She's distracted.
Can I clear my condition from that as well?
Yeah, sure. You can clear condition or let's see, what was it on defend? Yeah, clear condition or add a team to the pool or take influence over someone you protect. Doesn't really apply here.
No, I'm going to clear condition because I don't want to angry.
Freya, what did you actually choose last time? I think add a team, yeah, right.
Yeah,
back at
well,
okay.
but only on a 10 do you get to do that, but because I sacrificed myself, you let me. Or, oh, never mind.
No,
Whoa, I'm looking at comfort.
On a hit.
No,
you
you're
get
right.
as well.
Yes, sorry. I was
Good.
looking at
Very
comfort.
good.
I'm like, but yeah, edit team.
Alright. Chaos.
Yes?
Miss Hartfeld turns to you and says, Chaos, good boy. You're looking a bit pale today. But don't worry. You just gotta embrace the changes that happen to you. And you can shape them. Don't feel powerless. But you might be powerless against me.
That's just gonna make him angry. More
Sure,
angry.
mark the condition if you haven't already.
He already has it.
Okay, then act in anger.
He's just gonna charge her and just try and beat her to a pulp, I think.
Alright, you charge at her, roll direct engage. Yeah. As you pummel into her. She just stands there in the Mr. Sunshine pose as you pummel into her, and you don't seem to get close enough to hurt her. There's like a centimeter between you and actually punching her. And then she gives you a backhand that sends you into the next building. Take a powerful blow.
Roll over 12. Roll over 10.
Oh, God.
Snap. What happens?
It's fine, hey, you're doing
You
your
see-
job.
you
I
see
lose
stars in
control
front
of
of your
myself and powers in a terrible way.
Okay. Exactly what Miss Hartfeld wanted. Woo.
Those that have seen him start smoking before know what's gonna happen most likely.
Well,
Keith knows.
you are in a building. We can't see you right now.
There's smoke coming out of the building, though. That we can see.
And this glowing veins, more or less, from underneath the scales, and he just grabs, basically as he walks out, he just crushes one of the pillars, rips it off, and just throws it full force at her. And due to him losing control over his powers, and with this visual cue, you know what's happening at him.
Yeah, everyone around you who is in the smoke area, who's still there, which is Keith. And
Oh, well,
I think Jack as well. You
focus.
lose your powers in the smoke.
It's focus.
Why
Okay,
would I
You,
lose
you
my
lose
powers?
control over them. It's everywhere. Chaos. Which means you...
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we can't use our powers.
Jack,
That's
you
what say.
flop onto the ground, no longer in your wind elemental form. And Keith, your flames suddenly get really hot around you.
Why?
You gotta get away from the fire, from the smoke, it seems. And
Because it's the smoke that's doing it.
yeah, you think.
Hayes looks quite demonic at the moment.
Yeah, especially with the
Please.
wings and the
Also-
horns and the
Yeah.
bulging blood that's pumping through the veins under the scales.
Yeah.
Eve is gonna yell at her as he's trying to get out of the smoke while, trying to put
There's
out
a lot of little water hazards still there. That's that you could dump yourself into.
I hope Hartford is affected as well, or she should be.
She
Well,
is, in fact, and she has to dodge out of the way, leaving you with an opportunity.
He's gonna charge after her and keep her in range of it. And just
Okay.
keep chasing her.
You remember,
Not
as long
giving
as
her
Helios is actually single pinging it, doing
Gets a +1, yeah, against her.
Yeah.
I think now would be a situation where he is singling her out, indeed.
yeah.
Alright.
Keith would definitely yell, "Yes, you stupid idiot! Don't use your damn powers on your teammates!" Acha, acha.
But Jack goes to Keith and just starts to pat him down. It's like, fucking hell.
It's running.
Like, roll on the ground, Jack says.
Rolling on the ground.
Hayes doesn't have control.
We do not know that.
By this point, I think both Lily and Freya roll me 3d10s to say how many dummies you've saved now.
Plus the one that Jack saved.
Plus, this is calculated in there. We did an average number. Here.
Oh,
Okay,
Bad
not
roll.
too good, not too bad.
34, all in all.
34.
Freya had a really good roll.
Because 33 plus 1. Last time I looked.
Okay. Right.
So we are one. Oh, god damn it! We're only 1/3 through the fight.
Indeed. And to end the whole thing on a cliffhanger, as you get close into Miss Hartford says, "Yeah, you're gonna fight me all alone. And what about your teammates? Who's gonna protect them from the friends I brought?"
Oh no.
And out of from top roof up of the buildings next to Lily and all the others, you see these Oni
Oh no.
jumping down, entering the fray.
No.
One in particular, mentioned Ghost gets to Freya. Let me move them all a bit over here. Freya, you hear a loud "foom" behind you. What do? You were just carrying a dummy behind you, but now you heard this huge splash as someone lands in a puddle of water.
That sounds like a run faster moment.
You hear a loud jump, and in front of you lands this huge ass panda bear.
Does he strike a pose?
Yes, he stands there like a sumo wrestler, putting his hands together, and then puts them against his giant belly.
Oh god.
You remember the panda bear that you saved a long time ago from being lost in the city? That's him. I brought him back.
You brought Oni's back. This idea didn't occur to me at all. I gotta say that.
Yeah, I think I was like, yeah, every good villain has some nice henchmen.
And they even look like evil henchmen, except for the panda bear.
Alright, a whole bunch of them are gonna pop out of on the playing field now. But that is going to be continued to next time.
Okay.
Alright.
Awesome, I really liked you. Got in some good and some terrible rolls in today. So lots
Yes.
of potential for everyone.
I only got
Well-
one potential.
I got
Oh,
nothing,
right.
but
I did miss with the danger, so I got potential for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you succeeded a lot, then of course you succeeded a lot.
I'm too good at this game.
Well, he's getting some control over his powers now, at least.
Yeah,
Sort of.
perhaps that is also keep this in mind. This is something you should do in this combat. Moving on, is like challenge your character and what you think he should be challenged with. You could even tell me, and I'll work it into the scene. Kind of like Chaos did earlier with his him waking up, having changed a bit. I managed to work Lily stuff back in there. I hope the two of you, at one point get together and be like, wait a minute. Bright lights, people in lab coats, connections are made.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, indeed. Isn't it fun when a player misses a session? I can do all these evil things.
I hate you so much.
Also, for those that are on our lovely Sunday sessions, depending on if I can get the day off or not, we might or might not play, because I just looked at my schedule today at work and it says that they want me to work on Sunday. I am not happy with this, so of course I will try and take it off.
Well, this might work in favor because I have my Christmas celebration with a work. We have like, hey, it's like a Christmas celebration. So I'm not gonna be there on Sunday.
Okay.
Ooh.
Indeed.
We won't have to go in as much detail with the other groups, thankfully. But I'm sure they're gonna have their fight cut out for themselves as well.
Yeah.
Gives me a bit more time to plan it as well. Alright then.
Well,
See
I
you
didn't
all
figure out
next week.
how Lily fights without. Well, she does technically have pistols. She has just never used them ever. Not that you've seen it.
So, end of session moves or next time?
It's to be continued. So next time when the combat is finished and everything there is wrapped up.
Excellent.
Okay.
So you have a chance of getting, potential by going closer to the team. Yay!
I know what Hayes is gonna end up doing probably.
Into his own image?
No, away from the team, sort of, because he's not sure of himself anymore. Really.
You should grow towards someone though, so maybe I need to put something in there for you. Aha. Alright. See you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah, see you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
But wait, Tomo.